Hello, what's going on guys? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back today for a new video. I really appreciate your time for tuning back in. Now in today's video guys, I want to go over some pretty insane stuff as it relates to Season 7 storyline developments. You're definitely going to want to hear this, so make sure to stick around. Huge shout out to the Fruit faction for continuing to show me love in the supported creator section of Fortnite. If you want a shout out on a future video, it's really simple. All you've got to do is send me a screenshot proving you are supporting me in Fortnite, and I'll get you on a video soon. Guys, I've got a special announcement before we get into this video. I am going to be streaming several times per week over on caffeine.tv. It's a new streaming site, and I'm really excited about it. I'm going to link my stream page in the description. If you could do me a favor, go on the link, follow me over there. I'll be starting streams very soon. So I want to start the video off by giving you guys a castle update. Here is the dungeon room as of right now. You can see the chains are getting more and more revealed, and the block of ice has gotten a lot smaller, and it's basically only in the middle section of the room now, which is extremely interesting to see. Over the course of the past few days specifically, we have seen rapid melting in this room from this hunk of ice, and as you can see, it's gotten significantly smaller, and it's only going to be a matter of time at this point before we start to get some idea of what's actually inside. If it keeps up at the rate it's going right now in terms of melting, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 2 to 5 days or so, we start to see something poking out. Maybe an arm, maybe a leg, maybe a body part, maybe like a metal piece for a capsule it's in. Who knows what's actually in there and how it's actually stored? But we do know, based on the game's files, there is a prisoner of some type being held captive in this dungeon, and the chains are getting more exposed every day. There's less and less of this ice, it seems, every day, so I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if we start to get some idea on what's going on here soon. What I would encourage you guys to do is check every single day and see if you notice anything new developing. But of course, I will always be here to help update you guys on what's going on. Based on what I've seen all over social media, it seems by far the best and most bought into theory at the moment is the theory that the prisoner is actually the Fire King, which would be the Ice King's arch nemesis, which would explain why the ice is thawing, because maybe he has special powers just like the Ice King, and he's using them to help melt the ice at a rapid pace. I find it interesting how only the ice inside of the castle is melting and not the rest of the ice around it or outside. Nothing else is melting. It is literally just in the dungeon, so that might actually explain everything we need to know about the Fire King being behind this melting. In the comment section down below, I need to know what you guys think is going to be the prisoner. It's most likely going to end up being the Snowfall skin as well. For all we know, there might only be a few days left, or maybe even a day, I don't know, until we figure out what's in there specifically, so get your last guesses in here on this video. Nothing else after this counts. Fortnite made an interesting tweet, and I don't know if it means anything at all, but you know how they are with their tweets, so I thought I'd bring it up. They said the Ice Legion advances. The Ice Legion turns out to just be all of those frozen cube monsters that the Ice King summoned. Jump in now to take them on and tear them down. It's interesting to me they would say the Ice Legion advances because, you know, they had already come out. That seems like something you would say right when they first come out because, you know, that's their first sighting. But they act like these monsters have gained traction as if they are winning the battle. Are they really advancing in the war, or is this just them announcing that these are in the game? I don't know. I thought I would share it with you because they do have some pretty cryptic tweets. I'll let you decide for yourself. I was scrolling through Reddit and I saw a genius theory about this season by user Cyber Kittens. It's extremely long, so I'm obviously not going to read every single bit of it. If you want to read the whole thing for yourself, you can go and check it out in the original link down below. The main part about this that's different from every other theory is it takes into account the Infinity Blade. You might recall it, it was the extremely overpowered sword epic added into the game. It had to be vaulted almost immediately, it was just extremely overpowered. But it was supposed to be a main part of the storyline for sure. If you look at the trailer that was originally put out to tease the Infinity Blade before it came out, it showed the Ice King grabbing it and ripping it out of the ice. Clearly, this was something that was scrapped due to technical issues with gameplay, but Epic probably had a lot planned for this in regards to the storyline, and that's what makes this theory different. Anyway, let's get into it. The Ice King once ruled over a land that we do not know the name of, nor do we have any information about this mysterious place. But what we do know is that this land was ruled by the elements. The land used to live in harmony, each element helping each other. One day, the Ice King took the throne, and being a king allowed the man to become greedy and power-hungry. He used his spell on the land and attacked the other elements, summoning the Ice Legion to fight for him in war. One day, a hero appeared to challenge the Ice King to save the lands from his wrath. This was none other than the main character and the owner of the Infinity Blade. The hero, however, failed, and the Ice King, hungry to become more powerful, stole the Infinity Blade from its owner and locked the owner in his dungeon, torturing him and keeping him imprisoned, which was supposed to be forever. The warrior was not easy to defeat, however, and therefore weakened the Ice King massively. The enemy elements were attacking, and the Ice King grew weary of his impending defeat. In a final desperate move, he covered his kingdom in a deep freeze that was never supposed to thaw, and with the last of his power, he detached his kingdom from the lands, drifting off into the ocean, never to be seen again. Before we read the rest of it, I do want to clear some things up about the elements, because if you don't know, this seems to be pretty important. In the downstairs floor of the Ice King's castle, you can see a round table with 5 chairs. The only one which is sitting perfectly in its place is the one with an ice symbol on it, which we can assume is the Ice King. 3 of the chairs have been pulled back as if to be detached from the table, and one has even completely fallen over. Ironically enough, there's a chest spawn right on the table, which could symbolize the Ice King being the only one who actually got any fortune or treasure or rewards out of all 5 of these people. I find it pretty mysterious how every one of these chairs has a specific logo attached to it which represents an element. I'm not sure what they are specifically, but you can for sure tell the one with the chair in it is ice. There also appears to be fire, air, earth. I don't know about you guys, but this whole thing is giving me lots of flashbacks to King Arthur and the Round Table and Merlin and the Camelot story. According to this theory, the Ice King one day just completely took over, knocking all of them out of power, and took over as the single king. That might explain why their chairs are knocked over and no longer at the table. But anyway, let's keep going. It continues. Many decades later, his kingdom drifted off into an unknown island. The island, of course, is the Battle Royale island. The kingdom collided with the island, destroying many things and giving birth to the snow biome. The impact of the collision, however, awakened the trapped prisoner who possessed the Infinity Blade. Using a great elemental spell, he started to melt the snow, so he could soon, slowly but surely, make his way out into the surface to defeat the Ice King once and for all. The Ice King was thawing, and as a result, the Ice King woke up from his slumber and brought him into a panic, saying the quote, "Why am I awake? The ice was never supposed to thaw." He knew he had to do something quick, as he knew that the powerful prisoner would escape, and with him being weakened from his previous battle, he would surely defeat him this time around. So he used the same spell he used on his homeland and put the Battle Royale island into a deep freeze to ruin the prisoner's progress and to rule over a land once more, attempting to destroy the natives of the land and rule through fear. With the prisoner gaining his strength back, he will soon use an even more powerful fire spell, being enough for him to escape once and for all, resulting in a final showdown between the Ice King and him. So, like I said, and as you can see, this theory ties the Infinity Blade into the equation and helps give that purpose because, let's be clear, it did have a purpose when Epic originally wrote out the storyline, and they very well may stay to that script, who knows? Huge shout out to user CypherKittens on Reddit, and most importantly though, I want to get your feedback, your thoughts, your comments on the theory. Personally, I think it sounds really good, it makes a lot of good points. Maybe you can add something to the theory that wasn't mentioned and I didn't think of, and of course that happens all the time, so make sure to throw down your 2 cents in the comments. I read everyone for sure. Also, make sure to check me out on Caffeine. Like I said before, I'm going to be streaming several times per week, streaming some Fortnite. It'll be a good time. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another video very soon. And until then, guys, take it easy and peace out.